Hi, this is Margaret's from Margaret's Crafts. I just bought, well, this week, I bought the Mother's Day bouquet mini cart from Joann's, and because it has all kinds of flowers, and I love to do flowers, to put on cards. Here's a card that I just did with one of the flowers that I made. And I've gotten so now, since I do a lot of my cards with the Copic markers, but I still do cards with the other things. But I have the Copic airbrushing system. So what I did was I cut all of my cards in white cardstock. Then I take my airbrush and I brush the color, as I did with this one. The same color that's in her shirt, I put it in the flower. And it's just like little hints of white. And then if you can see close up, it is little dots of a darker color that I used on it. But what I did was I saw online or on a different YouTube channel that you turn, instead of using your chisel point, you use your brush point and it spits out the color instead of giving you a smooth color. So first I did my smooth color to do my background, and then I did my spitting out to add the darker color, so it's different color tones in it. Here's another one that I did with the two different tones of the yellow. Now I'm going to show you how I did it. First I'm going to use my Cricut and the new Mother's Day cartridge to cut out some flowers. The new Mother's Day cartridge, the Mother's Day bouquet, is just all flowers and all leaves. So what I do is I pick out some flowers and I do it in 2 to 3 different sizes so that I can layer it. Okay, the flowers that I'm going to use for this showing will be, let's try this flower right here. The first one I did in 1 inch. Then I'm just going to increase the size a little bit of the next one. I'm going to do the same flower. And when I put it on there this time, I'm just going to increase the size just a little bit. Now I'm going to do another one. And I'm going to increase that size just a little bit more. So that I have 3 flowers in 3 different sizes. I'm going to cut it out with the Cricut and on white cardstock. And I'll show you when I get the card all cut out. I'm going to show you when I get the flower all cut out. Okay, now that I have my pieces cut out, and you don't have to use your Gypsy or Design Studio. If you don't have it, just make for sure your pieces are cut out at the, I like to do them at different sizes, but they can be at the same size if that's what you want. Now, just to add a little dimension, I like to fold my petals in half, just to put a little crease in them. So when I put them all together, it'll show some dimension in them. So I just push my nail in the middle and then bend them up. And I'm going to do this with all of them. Or you can use anything, if you have something small and round, you can just lay it on there and bring the sides in like that. If you are having a hard time pinching. I usually just push my nail in and then pinch it up. And the last one. Just push it in the middle and pinch them up. Okay, now after you got all of your pieces rolled up, now you need to either put a drop of glue or some type of adhesive in the middle. I found you need to put a drop of glue or some type of adhesive in the middle. I found this adhesive glue dots by Elmer's. I got it at Hobby Lobby. Of course, I used my 40% off coupon. And it gives a drop of glue, a glue dot to the middle. And all you do is you line it up and push it down, and it puts a glue dot right in the center. Or make sure. Now to put my pages, my flower together, I just go opposite the where the holes are, so you can see it's like filled in. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the next flower and put that opposite of that other one, and it just gives it dimension, and you can play with it when you're done. Now make for sure that you have some type of protection on your table and something to hold your flower in place while you spray it. The first one I'm going to use is the light color. I'm going to use the chisel tip end. And this can be done with the sketch markers or the originals. I've heard people do it with the smaller markers. But all you have to make for sure that you're going to have to put something in there to hold it in place. Okay, now I like to spray off on the paper first to make sure it's lined up. It's just giving just a hint of pink. That's what I want. And you just have it hold it down while you put it on there. And I said I like to use the white because it gives a coloring to my page. I mean, I can color it whatever colors that my background paper is. When you airbrush, you're going to get a lighter color. Okay, now that I have my pale pink on there, and remember, when you're airbrushing, your airbrush colors are going to come out just slightly lighter than if I would take it and mark it off. If I was going to mark it off, it comes out a little bit lighter. Now, this time I want the spurted out color, so I'm going to use a darker color. And I'm going to also use the brush tip instead of the nib tip. Spray off on my paper first, and you can see, I don't know if that you can see where it just throws out color. So this one I'm going to just not give it a solid spray. I'm just going to give it bursts of spray because I don't want it a full covering in this. I still want my other pink to be in the background of it. Okay. And that's how I color my flowers. That's how I color my flowers with the Copic marker and the airbrush system. And there it is all colored. And here is my, it's a different card. I mean, it's a different flower. It's made from a different cartridge on my card. Thanks for watching my video.